What up, y'all? So I want to do a little bit of a real talk because I know this is definitely something I do a lot. And when it comes to overthinking, sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not okay. When it's okay is like if you're trying to do things correctly, like maybe building something, or maybe you're trying to find ways to bring your debts down, maybe you're trying to go your month-to-month payments. It's okay to overthink a little bit because eventually you'll probably come up with some ideas that maybe you wouldn't have thought of if you weren't really doing a bit of research into it, really studying different techniques, different ideas, different designs, and coming up with different ways. Like for me personally, I've found now some tricks where I might be able to bring my cost of living way down, even though my debts go up, where I'm actually saving money, but actually spending more, if it makes any sense at all. So I'll give you like an example for me right now. On my commute back and forth to work, I spent about $900 between car payment and gas. But for me now, maybe I'm gonna have some solar panels installed on my house, and then buy an electric truck that gets about a range to 450 if I keep it around 60,000 and I'm saving for the year to spend. Maybe my cost of my truck is only $600 a month. So instead of me spending $900 between gas and car, now I'm only spending $600. So even though I got into a bigger loan, I'm actually saving $300 a month because I'm not spending it all in commuted gas. And if my electric bill goes down to near zero, that's $300 a month that I would be spending. Plus, I'm not spending on the gas, so that's actually a $600 net positive, even though I got more debt. And techniques like that, normally you wouldn't be overthinking on and trying to figure out, but it's never a bad thing to do something like that. Really doing the research on it, figuring out what works for you, and maybe even like if you're building a fence, doing repairs, maybe you're okay to look at a whole bunch of different ideas, different techniques, really put something together. Now, the downside of overthinking is when you get into the negative aspect, when you're overthinking of maybe a relationship went bad, and now you're overthinking of what you could have done better, what they could have done better. Did she cheat? Did she do this? Did you do that? Mess like that, stuff like that, once it's done, do a quick initial, what did I do wrong? What can I do better? And then move on. Don't overthink it, because when you overthink it, you're going to come up with things that either going to bring hatred into you, or make you go back to doing a mistake that you shouldn't do, and that's going back to an ex. Or in some cases, maybe you're overthinking like I did on a timeshare, thinking it was a good idea. After thinking about it for a minute, and then I end up buying it, but then it actually turned out being a bad idea because I never used it. So I had to get a timeshare thing to cancel it. So overthinking could be a great weapon if used correctly, or a bad enemy if used incorrectly. But I could tell you, for me, at least I've learned, is once you learn how to control it, and what you should think more on and what you shouldn't think more on, it becomes a great ally. So when people tell you you're overthinking, don't take that as a personal attack, because for me, my overthinking abilities is what really allows me to stand outside the box, because I'm able to do a lot more, because I'm not closed-minded to anything. I listen. I think on plans and strategies. And at the end of the day, it's benefited more than it's ever been a downfall. So when people tell you it's not good to overthink, don't really listen to it too much. Just kind of keep within the element of the things that make you better for it, and then try to downgrade the stuff that does not make you better for it. But that's my kind of 2 cents on the idea of it. Let me know what y'all think, whether you think it's a good idea, bad idea, and like give examples of some things that have gone good for you for overthinking, or some examples that have gone bad. Make it an open rapport and try to treat everyone respectively when you talk. Thank y'all and have a great day. Later.